Strongly, mainly due to it being at home. Both teams are 2-0 so far through this stretch, including some key wins against Gordonsville. Andre, I wish you could have joined us yesterday. There were some very exciting games. We're very happy to have you back tonight for hopefully some more wins against Clarkrange.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm ready to get back locked in, ready to see the season. The rest of the stretch is very exciting. I'm looking for some good wins from our Eagles and Eaglettes.
So we'll go ahead and give a little review on yesterday's game for those who could not catch the broadcast. For the girls who are about to play, very exciting game. Very low scoring in the first half, but both teams turned it up a little bit in the second half, got keyed in on some of that offensive strategy, and some of the younger players like Netherton and Grissom led the way for the Eaglettes. We'll talk about the boys game a little bit later, but now it is time for tip-off in Van Buren County. Kara Mills tips it towards the Eaglettes, but Clarkrange will win the tip-off, so they'll get the first chance at offense. They'll go right-handed off, now trying to get some screens, trying to get some motions. This Clarkrange team looking for some consistency. They are currently, I believe, 4 and 4, but they've alternated losses and wins all season long. So they are hoping that they can find some success tonight, find some consistency. They don't find it on that first drive there as the Eaglettes take over. Here's a shot from Netherton, and Netherton continues her hot streak from last night with an early 3.
Starting off wonderfully for Netherton. She's been on a great run so far in all the games that I've been seeing.
She really shined last night where she led the Eaglettes in scoring with 16 points. Really one of the key contributors to that Eaglettes victory. You know, we've talked a lot about players like Layla Bolden coming back and Kara Mills, who are, usually some of the stars for the Eaglettes. But players like Netherton and Grissom, like I mentioned, really shined last night, really got to show their potential despite being so young and show off the skill sets that they hold. Bolden trying to drive in on the right side. She'll pass across court. Netherton will get another chance to score 3. And Netherton already has scored 6 points in just over a minute of action. She's on fire.
Back-to-back 3-pointers in a minute of play.
Here's another shot from Clarkrange. They'll try to shoot the 3. Won't go. Lady Buffaloes will have to try to regroup. Now has some room from the mid-range. Shot is up. That one will just bounce off the front of the rim. Mills will collect it. Good opportunity from Hopkins there. So Bolden now scanning the court. 2 defenders step up to the perimeter. Now she'll go back over to Emery. In the corner, it's Grissom. Grissom tries to join the puttery. She will. Eaglettes are shooting the lights out, and timeout is called. Eaglettes are on fire.
3 for 3. We're living on the outside right now. This is a beautiful way to start this game.
This is just Gordonsville Part 2. I'll mention it once again. The 2 players for the Eaglettes who have led to this 9-0 start were both of the leading scorers for last night's game. I already talked a little about Netherton with her consistent 16 points. Grissom did not score in the first half, but then had 4 threes in the second half, gave her 12 points on the night. So in a low-scoring game like that, every single one of those shots mattered. And in a game like this, to go up 9-0 early on, putting Clarkrange off of their footing, very, very nice.
How fitting. You can see Grissom here in the clutch. We love clutch players here.
So Clarkrange, the Lady Buffaloes, will look to try to reset after a less than ideal start, to say the least, trying to get some room around the perimeter. Loses control of that pass, will regain control. Now will back off as Emery will step up on the defense. Getting underneath, has some room, but rejected once again. 3 Eaglet defenders in the area shut it down.
Good paint defense. That's a great strategy so far from this from the Eaglettes.
Grissom backs out of the corner, now tries to go up the middle, instead passes it out. Now it'll be Emery. She loses control of that pass. It was deflected a little bit. Good defensive play there from Clarkrange, who now has a chance on the other end, and they will put it in, find their first points so far. That is Phillips finding the bucket. So Eaglettes looking to respond, pass inside. That one does not go their way. Now the Lady Buffaloes finding momentum. Eaglettes still want to try to control this momentum. Don't let the Lady Buffaloes find any footing. You want to control this game from the start. They started very good before the timeout, but it looks as if the Lady Buffaloes have made some adjustments. Spin underneath over 2 players. Very nice bucket there. I believe that was Upchurch with the basket.
And you can see Clarkrange is already finding their stride here. It's not going to be a blowout, at least not yet.
And looks as if there was a foul on that play. So Eaglets will start anew. So early on, as a little bit of a recap of the action we've saw so far as Ross checks into the game, Eaglets got out to an early 9-0 start with 3 consecutive threes, but now looking to find their footing once again after Clarkrange finds an answer. Pass inside to Mills is deflected, and that one will go the other way after Mills tries to collect it. So the Lady Buffaloes now finding some footing.
After starting off hard from the perimeter, we can see the Eaglettes already trying to work it in inside. They're trying to dominate the entire offensive side of the floor.
Lady Buffaloes have some clearance underneath. Nice pass underneath, unable to finish. Liked the idea there, though. Eaglets will still take the ball regardless. Bolden pass over the top to Netherton, who loses control of it, but it will stay in Eaglets' favor. So Clarkrange, thought there was going to be a substitution there, but looks as if, yep, that will be a substitution. As Eaglets throw it in deep into the perimeter. Mills will try to back one down, and foul is called. So Mills will be the first player to head to the line for either of these 2 teams. Eaglets yet to have committed a foul, Clarkrange with 2.
And I think what we're seeing here is the Eaglettes are trying to get Mills involved early. We know how dominating of a force she can be, especially inside the paint. So if the Eaglettes can get her hot early in this game, then it'll set them up well to have some great paint scoring for deeper into the game.
Mills goes 1 for 2 from the line and gives the Eaglets a 6-point lead. Lady Buffaloes will set up some motion. Now they'll try to go right side. Now backs over. Shot over the top from 3. Bounces off the front of the rim. Now Eaglets in transition. Pass over to Netherton, who has plenty of room. Can she go again? Not this time. Now Lady Buffaloes in transition. They'll try to match Eaglet energy. Way deep pass over to the right side. Doesn't lead to much so far. Looks as if Lady Buffaloes will restart. Going over the middle, has plenty of room. Doesn't make it fall. Mills with yet another rebound. Bolden loses control of the ball. It's picked up by Netherton. Netherton bounces it inside to Mills, who gives it off to Bolden. Nice play there from the Eaglettes. Great teamwork, great chemistry, great vision, and great play.
We're seeing great passing from both sides. I really think we should give credit to the passing for sure. Good bucket inside for Bolden. We're seeing some really good looks set up from good playmaking.
I mean, that's one thing you can always rely on, is regardless of how your team may be shooting or playing, you can always rely on great teamwork and great vision of the court to get you points. Here's possibly another chance for points. Netherton shot from 3 again, will miss. Eaglets will maintain possession, and timeout is called by Coach Sapp. So far we've seen Eaglets get out to an early 9-0 lead, but then give up 2 consecutive shots, but have rebounded it into form once again, and now have taken a more defensive stance to the game.
I think they're trying to get an early lead, start off hot, and then just contain that lead for as long as possible. Just play a slower pace game, keep the lead together, help them get this win.
Another important game to pick up. Of course, throughout the season, you want to pick up as many home wins as you can to give you that momentum, give you that experience. They've already found 2 so far in this 4-game home stretch versus Monterey and Gordonsville. A 3rd win in a row tonight would be very vital for the Eaglets, who started off with a rough stretch, but has since then rebounded into form and have really found some true success as a team. Clarkrange taking it over other side of the court, has plenty of room underneath, puts it up. Nice shot there. I believe that was Phillips with the points.
Almost had a steal there. Not quite, though. Oh, and there's one.
As you said it, another chance presents itself. So Clarkrange now going other side of the court, playing nice and disruptive on defense. Going up the middle once again, has a lane. Nice play, back-to-back points for Phillips. She leads Clarkrange with 6 points in the quarter.
What a fake inside. That's what I noticed, the pump fake to the easy layup.
And as Grissom goes up for the shot, she will get fouled. Third foul committed already, second shooting foul committed by the Lady Buffalo. So Grissom will now head to the line, second trip for the Eaglettes. Grissom will put in the first. She already has 4 points of the night, one of the early success stories for the Eaglettes. Second one will bounce off. Clarkrange takes over. Just over 1 minute 30 seconds left in the quarter. Clarkrange looking to find some more momentum that they've had over the recent bit of this game. Taking things slow, scanning the court, don't want to make any mistakes. They're only down by 5 now, despite it feeling like the Eaglettes have controlled most of this game so far. Clarkrange not far behind. Can she do it again? Oh my goodness, Phillips, the star, has 8 points.
She is on fire right now, working her way inside with ease.
Eaglettes find the open pass to Emery. Emery scanning the court, finds Netherton. Now in the corner with plenty of room, it's Grissom. Grissom's shot off the front. Now Clarkrange. But no, Grissom goes up from behind and makes the steal. It's a 2-on-1, but what a deflection, and Clarkrange takes it right back. It's getting chaotic here, under a minute now. Foul is called on Ross playing defense.
I saw great defense, help defense there from Mills, trying to stop another easy layup inside. Clarkrange has been working through those right now, especially through Phillips. So good help defense, good IQ there from Mills.
Lady Buffalo's on a 10-4 run ever since the Eaglettes took that early 9-0 lead. They have really found their footing. Here's a shot from 3, no good. Eaglettes with another chance. Oh, big mistake there. And now Clarkrange only down by 1. It's Hopkins who scores it.
And I think something we're going to be seeing Coach Sapp talk over during this break here is the turnovers. We're seeing a lot of turnovers early in this game. Easy mistakes that can be avoided. You want to avoid that going deeper into the game because that can really cost you down the stretch.
It's now a 12-4 run since the beginning of this game. Eaglettes have to find an answer, relying on their early successes, and now that success is about to run out. So Eaglettes will look to score one more time before this quarter wraps up, give themselves some sort of momentum as we head into our second quarter of action. Looks as if Clarkrange is playing some sort of kind of semi-court press, not fully committing to it, but still applying pressure throughout the entire court. There's almost another chance. They'll try to poke that ball free.
Good ball handling.
Keep control. There is another costly turnover. 2 seconds left. Oh, and she slips down on it. That is an unfortunate play. Clarkrange nearly took the lead before the end of the first quarter, but slips down trying to make it before the time expired. So it is a close one here already for the Eaglettes, looking for their 3rd straight win.
Hopkins has to have 3-4 steals in this game already?
They've been absolutely all over the place, and those steals have continued to translate for points. The Eaglettes played very efficient, very precise basketball early on, but a few costly passes that did not go in their favor has translated into points on the board for Clarkrange. If the Eaglettes want to stay in this game, those have to stop here and now. We do want to remind you, while we are waiting here for our second quarter of action, as I mentioned, on Friday is homecoming for the Eaglettes and the Eagles, and the last game besides Christmas tournaments before we continue our broadcast in the new calendar year. First game of the new calendar year will be home against Bledsoe and home against Sequatchie. So some very important upcoming games for the Eaglettes. None of these games district games, but they're all very vital because they're all teams that the Eagles and Eaglettes want to beat. As we start the second quarter, an instant steal going underneath. Shot is up, and you mentioned it, Hopkins has been an all-around versatile threat for the Lady Buffaloes.
We see, who was it, Phillips on offense going pretty crazy, and now we're seeing Hopkins on defense converting on both ends, but we see a great three-pointer there from Grissom. Excellent.
So Grissom finds the three-point for the second time in this game. As the Eaglettes go down for the first time in the game, they immediately get their lead back. Timeout was called early on in the second quarter, only 24 seconds in. Obviously, one message conveyed by the coaches not heard properly, so they'll take more time to reset.
And I think we might be starting off this quarter the same way we saw the last quarter start off. Get hot from deep, then try to contain that lead by working inside and playing tough defense.
And honestly, a good strategy. Eaglettes, that led them to going out to a 9-0 early lead. You want to be able to replicate that success in any way you can. Hands it off. Eaglettes step up into the defense. Threet hands it off. Eaglettes still applying pressure. Now they have a chance inside, but Mills' defense is just too much. Eaglettes in trouble now. Get rid of it. And foul is called. A little too much pressure for the refs there.
And can I just take the time to mention really quick, how great are these Clarkrange jerseys? I mean, my goodness.
They are beautiful. Thinking that.
They are beautiful jerseys.
I haven't wanted to say it because it's a little off topic, and we are commentating for Van Buren, but they are nice jerseys. You always got to mention that.
I love the Eaglettes jerseys. I also love Clarkrange's jerseys. I'm a neutral player here.
It'll stay Eaglettes ball after the fight for the ball. We saw Roberts for the Eaglettes check into the game just a few moments ago. Grissom hands it off to Netherton. Netherton operates it. Now inside, Ross managed to hold on to it. Now Mills puts it up.
Great.
Very nice execution from the Eaglettes.
Ross's inside pass there working directly over the defense almost looked like a lob. That was a beautiful pass. The arc on it was gorgeous.
Team chemistry back for the Eaglettes. That's what we saw early on in the first quarter. That led to a lot of that success. Just sharp precision passes operating on the defense. Hopefully they can continue that streak. Hopkins will go up from deep. Not there. Mills gets another rebound. Eaglettes take over other side of the ball, up by 4. Oh, travel is called on Netherton. Another costly mistake for the Eaglettes.
Clarkrange is playing so aggressively. Their defense is intense, and they are forcing as many turnovers as they possibly can here.
Few Clarkrange substitutions as the referees will head over to the scoring table to talk things over. So both teams will get another chance to stop, pause, and think. And they've had a lot of those chances tonight. A lot of early timeouts called, a lot of pauses in the game. So both teams making sure that everything is picture perfect.
That's right. I think both teams here are trying to get an early lead. They want to try to outwork the other early, so then the rest of the game is kind of light work, and it's kind of canceling each other out, making the game a little bit tougher to get ahead.
Lady Buffaloes trying to spin inside. Now it's back out. Eaglettes defense staying sharp. Spinning inside. A few Eaglettes step up to the challenge. Now a shot from 3. It's not there. Mills with yet another rebound. At this point, every single rebound is Mills, but a costly mistake. The pass goes over Roberts' head. She's unable to collect it. Yet another turnover for the Eaglettes.
They're having to force a lot of very aggressive, over-the-head kind of passes, and it's really costing them.
I think part of what's messing with them is that Clarkrange, as I mentioned, is playing on all parts of the court. They're not just waiting for the Eaglettes to cross half court. They are pressing up early and often, and it's really messing with the Eaglettes. Shot from 3 is not there. Mills collects the rebound. Netherton getting pressured before half court. Now Mills finds Grissom in the corner. Grissom gets out of the corner. Pass is deflected by two players. Now Hopkins taking it other side of the court. She'll take her time, passes it off. Roberts steps up to the defense. Now it's Ross on the defense against Threet. She'll back up near half court. Grissom's defense is tough. And looks as if that ball will go the other way as Gerald will come into the game for the Eaglettes. She'll replace Mills.
Mills needs a deserved break. She's probably got double-digit rebounds already.
It's looking like it. I mean, I feel like every rebound I've seen has been hers. Fast break opportunity sails over the top. So missed opportunities has been the name of the game for both sides.
And you know, they say the phrase, work smarter, not harder. Well, I think both sides are doing both tonight. They're working smart and hard, great defensive adjustments, and they're playing very aggressively on defense as well.
Grissom's pass to Netherton. Netherton tiptoes to stay in bounds, but gets called for the travel. Not much you can do there. She tried everything she could to try and keep it in bounds, but just ran out of room.
And I think you've got to have some better off-ball movement on that play to free up Netherton to where she didn't have to walk there.
So, not a lot of scoring in the past few minutes of this second quarter. Both teams keying in on the defense side of the ball. There's another good defensive play. Eaglettes take over. Fast break opportunity now. Now Grissom and banks it off of the glass.
Shot. My goodness.
Grissom is the leading scorer for the Eaglettes. She has 9 so far in the game. Now Clarkrange down 6, and in a low-scoring game like this, you need every point you can get. Shot from 3. That one will go in cleanly. I believe that was Sitton getting the 3. That's Clarkrange's first of the game.
We're seeing some great shooting here from both sides. I love the three-point battle that's going on in this game.
Tip pass to Netherton. She'll just shoot over the top. It's not there, but Gerald gets the rebound. Her shot will be tipped. And looks as if that will be Clarkrange ball.
And you know, I think the great rebounding from the Eaglettes here is what has caused them to maintain a lead despite so many turnovers. They're getting those second chances. They may not convert on every single one, but it's working to keep the lead a little stable.
Pass way deep over to Roberts. Now she'll get it over to Grissom. That pass is a little bit off. So Grissom had to go and collect it. Eaglettes start from the top. That bounce pass over, and that's going to go out of bounds, but it'll be Clarkrange who tips it out. So Eaglettes continue their long possession. Bolden comes into the game looking to give the Eaglettes an offensive spark. And foul is called. Eaglettes have done a very nice job. Now, I don't believe that they've committed any fouls unless I missed something.
They're playing conservatively. They're staying aggressive, but they're not being so aggressive as to where it causes a bunch of fouls, which is a great strategy. No good there from Netherton.
Now it leads to the fast break from Hopkins. Hopkins puts it in. One of the leading scorers now for Clarkrange. She has 6, and she's been an all-around threat.
Man.
And the ball is just stealed straight out of Bolden's hands. Now Hopkins is tied for the leading scorer for the Lady Buffalo. She has 8.
You gotta love what you're seeing here from Hopkins. She is so fast and so quick on every play. She's working like Patrick Beverly out there. Just get the steal, immediately convert it to a layup. It is so easy for her.
Missed pass to Ross leads to Clarkrange. They have the lead now for the second time in this game. Pass over, shot is up from 3. It's there. Clarkrange operating on all cylinders.
And that was almost as perfect of a three-point shot as you can get. I mean, that was gorgeous.
Eaglettes now find themselves in a hole that they want to quickly get out of. Bolden immediately answers the call.
Back.
Bolden immediately goes down and says, we're losing, not for long, makes it a 2-point game. Going up from the mid-range, Hopkins just can't miss right now, though. She answers with her own call. Now Bolden getting double teamed. That pass is deflected. Now another chance. Hopkins, it rolls off, though. And now Netherton will take it down the court. Chaos in the past few possessions, but that pass goes out. Clarkrange now with their own chance.
Clarkrange might have the most aggressive, hard to stop, hard to get past the defense that we have seen so far at home this year.
Clarkrange trying to find more points. They've been dominating as of recent. Shot from three. It's there. They are not missing. Now Chloe Rogers gets in on the fun. Her first points of the game. Pass inside to Gerald, a nice one. Now underneath, now back out. Over the top to Ross, and foul is called. Third on Clarkrange in the quarter. So about a minute and a half left in the quarter. Eaglets down by 7. Mills will replace Gerald. Eaglets need to find an answer as Clarkrange has been unstoppable on offense as of recent. Pass over to Netherton, slips out of her hands. Not the execution you want if you're the Eaglettes. So Clarkrange will take it slow. Know they have a lead. They built up plenty of momentum. Just trying to execute once again. Passing back and forth. Nice play there. And it just leads to more points. That's Sitton with her third 3 of the quarter.
The rim for Clarkrange must be the size of a planet right now. It seems like everything is going into them.
4th foul committed by Clarkrange, but with just under a minute left, I don't know if they'll lead to many extra bonus shots. Eaglets need to find something. They're down by 10 now. Clarkrange will make a quick substitution before we begin our final minute of action in the half. Pass over to Bolden. Bolden stuck now. And this swarming defense of Clarkrange just continues to dominate. Trying to get underneath Ross. Can't do it so far. Now Eaglets getting aggressive on defense, but it leads to just yet another chance. And who else but Hopkins? She has 8 in the quarter.
The defense is stifling. It's like we have just the most dominant defensive team here. It is ridiculous what they are doing out here.
Eaglets need to find an answer as this Clarkrange offense and defense just cannot be stopped right now. Getting underneath again, that one won't go. Mills gets the rebound. Now Bolden trying to move quickly. Half a minute left. And I believe that pass was deflected
by Hopkins.
So Eaglet's ball will stay. Speaking of Hopkins, just want to reiterate what a night she's having. I mean, it's not just the points. She is leading her team with 12 points, tied for the lead. As we see a fast break opportunity here. Who else but Hopkins takes it. Hopkins going underneath. Oh my gosh. She has 10 in the quarter. Eaglets have to find an answer, but pass sails over Bolden. And if you're the Eaglettes at this point, it's not even about getting momentum before the quarter ends. It's just about getting out of the half and going into the break and just trying to find an answer during halftime, because you've been completely shut down right now on all aspects of the game.
Yeah, they need to regroup here badly.
3 seconds left. Shot from 3 nearly goes for Rogers. Eaglets take a tough second quarter. Hopefully they'll rebound at halftime. Your score is Lady Buffaloes 36, Eaglettes 22. Welcome back to Buren County High School as we start our second half of action here. Eaglets down after a rough second quarter, down 14, but look to rebound here. We'll go ahead and get right into the action here as Eaglets look to score early in the half. Trying to go inside, pass to Mills, and already looks like a much improvement from that first half.
Finally working around, finally completing some passes. Much better than that embarrassing second quarter, honestly.
If you missed the first half, Eaglets started off with an early 9-0 run in the game, but struggled due to a lot of missed passes, missed opportunities, and look to rebound from that early, commit an early foul just 30 seconds into the quarter. So Clarkrange, after an explosive second quarter on offense as well, looks to continue that streak. One of the main players who contributed to that, Sitton had 12 in the quarter. Hopkins also had 10. Those two players combined for 22 in the quarter really made the difference. Oh, what a rejection by Mills. Thought Hopkins had another, excuse me, not Hopkins. I believe that is, not sure who it was, but regardless of who it was, Mills with a nice defensive play shuts it down low. Might have been Hopkins.
Oh,
another missed pass. Don't want that trend to continue. Here we go. Clarkrange down low, puts it in. It's Phillips scoring for the first time since the first quarter where she had 8 points.
Not looking good. The Eaglets have to recover from making these bad passes.
There's almost another missed pass. Bolden from the mid-range. Oh my gosh. Bolden takes things into her own hands and scores and is going to head to the line.
Is that Layla Bolden or prime Carmelo Anthony? Look at the pull-up mid-range like it's nothing on two defenders.
Looks to get the third point here, and she will. The Eaglets already scored 5 in the quarter. Things are looking much improved on offense. Let's see if it stays on the defense side of the ball. Looks like it might as well, considering the Mills block we saw a second ago and good strategy. But you never know in the game of basketball. Lady Buffalo circle the court, now pass it back. Left side, that pass sails over the top. Now Eaglettes forcing mistakes on defense. You know, I think we've been focusing a lot as we see a quick timeout, I do believe. Yeah, quick timeout. But we've been focusing a lot on Eaglets fixing their own mistakes, but, you know, that seemed to have struggled in the second quarter. So another strategy you can always implement, it seems like they might be right now, try to make your opponent force some of those mistakes.
A little bit of role reversal there. Maybe if they can turn the, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Turn the tables?
Yeah, I was kind of looking for a, little Missy Elliott flipping and reversing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attempt to do it like that one commentator did, but if we can get something like that going, then that would be a big difference maker, because even if you're making those same mistakes, if you can force more, then you can capitalize on those same mistakes, and then your own personal faults are going to be a lot easier to recover from if you can force the other to do the same thing.
Eaglets down by 11. Started out the quarter, I believe, down by 14. So they've already started to try and chip away at this deficit. We'll get the ball back with a chance to bring it down some more. Bolden pass over to Netherton. Netherton will try to swap around, gets a little help from Bolden. Now they'll go left corner. Shot is up from 3. That one rolls off the back of the rim. Clarkrange moving quickly now. We'll take our time near half court. Now we'll look on the right side. Passes it back up to the top of the key. Now she'll go up the left lane, back out. Clarkrange taking their time, refusing to make mistakes. Continuing to take time. Long possession here. Eaglets staying strong on defense, not allowing them to make any mistakes. There's a nice play from Emery, who breaks free. Here comes the fast break and puts it in for the easy bucket. And that's what the Eaglets have to do to continue their success in this quarter. Just capitalize on your chances.
Great play on both ends, too, keeping your footing on defense and converting it into offense is a key in coming back in this game.
Shot from 3 will roll into the basket as Rogers gets her second 3 of the game. So it looks like Clarkrange may have some answers on offense. Eaglettes fighting for the ball, avoid the jump ball, but the pass is just not there. So the Lady Buffaloes take over.
And that steal was from Hopkins, the first half star.
Another shot from 3. Oh my gosh, and here comes another quick streak. That one from Rogers once again, now up to 9 in the game.
Rogers might be becoming the second half star for Clarkrange to close out this game.
Emery's shot misses as Mills tries to get the rebound. She'll poke it out of bounds. So Clarkrange with a chance to extend their lead once again. Eagles back to square one as they're now down 15. It'll stay Clarkrange ball after the foul by the Eaglettes. Looks like almost a shot from 3. No, now she'll go inside, passes it back out. Now here's a shot from 3. Oh my gosh, they just can't miss right now. It's Threet joining in on the fun. That's her first points of the game.
Threet for 3?
Pass over to the corner. Grissom backs out. Eaglettes have to find an answer now. It's now or never. Shot up. Looks like there's a little bit of a problem with the scoreboard as Eaglettes displayed with 14.
I hope not.
I would hope not too. Shot up from 3, not there. That ball will go out of bounds and scoreboard problem fixed. Now back to 29. Wish it could have been. I wish it could have went the other way. Wish they could have messed up the other way.
That would have been nice. Pretend we have 47 and they have 14. Oh.
And another shot. This one from Phillips, the leading scorer, one of the leading scorers of the first half. She finds 12 points on the night now.
Well, that's a 20-point deficit for the Eaglettes now, but let's make it 18.
Emery finding early success in this quarter. One of the bright spots for the Eaglettes on offense so far in the quarter.
They've got to try and keep it close. Emery's a key to keeping that close right now. She's playing great.
Eaglettes need an answer. Now they're playing a little bit tougher defense. Bolden stepped up, and then it was Netherton. Now shot from 3 once again. And Clarkrange just is not missing. It's Threet once again. They already have 4 threes in the quarter. They have 16 points overall just through about 6 minutes of action. Netherton tries to shoot from 3. Mills will get the rebound. She'll fight for it. Nice play from Mills, staying strong down low. And now she'll head to the line to try to make it 3.
Swing the momentum around. That might be what we can see here. Got to keep it close.
Looks as if Ross and Roberts will swap in for Bolden and Emery. So Mills will go from the line, and it will knock it in easily. Makes this deficit just a bit more manageable. So Clarkrange starts again up with a comfortable 18-point lead. Looks as if they'll take things a little bit slower now, just trying to manage this game. Going up the lane, wow. Just strong and confident play from Phillips. Eaglettes now need something more than ever. Roberts over to Netherton. Netherton will search the court. Netherton now backs up. Pass over to Ross. In the corner, it's Grissom. Oh, what an absolutely disgusting play from Hopkins, who has just been one of the MVPs of the game for Clarkrange and has found continued success.
That block had shades of Defensive Player of the Year, Aja Wilson from the W. Great block.
That shot from Netherton from the corner, not there. Ball is poked free. Rogers will get another chance at it. So Eaglettes with just under 2 minutes left in the quarter, you gotta start finding something soon. And loses control of the ball. Eaglets fall on it. I believe that's going to get called a jump ball. So that possession will be in favor of Clarkrange. So Clarkrange will throw it in. Tries to get out of the corner. Finds some success. Now pass over to Hopkins. Hopkins works now over 3. For once, Clarkrange misses one. And
break.
Mills gets fouled on the shot. Looked as if Grissom just kind of ran out of room trying to get that shot up before she went under the basket. But Mills is there to help her teammate out, and now she'll head to the line for the second time in this quarter. Mills' first bounces off the front of the rim. 1 minute 15 on the clock. Eaglets down 20. Mills' second falls in cleanly, makes her 2 for 3 from the line in the quarter, gives her 4 in the quarter, 7 on the night. Hopkins trying to work underneath Mills, gets underneath, just lays one up, not there. Mills gets the rebound after some help from her teammates. Ross spins out on the possession. Pass over to Roberts. Roberts, they're playing double teaming right now. It's really thrown the Eaglets off their play style. Nice sharp pass into Mills, but Mills unable to get hold of it with the shot. And now after the chaos, everything clears up and Clarkrange has possession yet again. So we won't lie and say that it's been a tough game for the Eaglets so far. You know, they started off early with a lot of success, especially from the perimeter, but not finding success so far. But regardless of this game and its result, you know, Eaglets have been playing some pretty strong, consistent ball as of recent. And, you know, playing back-to-back games is always going to be tough on you. But the important thing is continuing to find that stride.
And I think the one positive has been good defense, at least on normal set plays. It's hard to guard Clarkrange on the fast break, but it's been great defense on the perimeter and in the paint on good set plays. Missed shot there from Netherton. Just lacking offense.
So Eaglets will enter the final quarter down 19 as Clarkrange has been firing on all cylinders for this last 2 quarters. We'll go into a little bit of game review for Clarkrange. It's been a variety of scorers. Hopkins with a very dominant 14. Threet's been getting it there in the third quarter. She had 2 threes to give her 6. Phillips all over the place. She has 14. Sitton had 12 in the second quarter, and Rogers has 9 in the second and third. For your Eaglettes, it looks as if Grissom has, I believe, 9, Netherton with 6, Emory with 4, Bolden has 7, and Mills has 9. So a variety of scoring for both teams just worked out in Clarkrange's favor. That is one of the bright spots for the Eaglets tonight. They have found a variety of scorers throughout the different quarters. You know, early on it was players, once again, like Netherton, Grissom continued the trend from last night. Then second quarter, a little bit of a mixture of everyone, Bolden, Mills, Grissom. And then the last quarter, it felt like Emory, it was a lot of Emory and Mills getting involved. So Eaglets have found success with a variety of different offensive threats, just unable to find the volume that they need. So here we go. Fourth quarter of action is about to begin. Eaglets look to try to clean things up. And immediately Clarkrange gets the steal. Fight for the ball. I believe that's going to be called a foul on the Eaglettes. Yes, it will be. So early foul committed by Ross.
I mean, how many steals has Clarkrange got in this game? It is an absurd number. They are stealing everything. Just stifling defense.
They have their hands in every element of the game right now. Grissom playing close defense. She'll spin free, pass it out. Now shot over the top. Oh, my goodness. Rogers has her 4th 3 of the game.
Oh, and a steal.
Fast break here. Can they get another chance to score? They'll slow things down. just continuing to control this game. Looking over the top, gets the screen. Now Bolden steps up. She'll continue to apply pressure, makes her lose the ball for a moment, but she'll spin around and find a teammate in the waiting. Phillips will now tries to get the handoff, eventually does, hands it off to Threet. Going underneath, no foul called. Mills goes up strong and stops it. So quick substitution here, as Threet will head off of the court, will be replaced by the dominating Hopkins. Going over the top, has some room, will back out of the pressure. Looks as if Clarkrange looks to transition this final quarter in just more of a time clock control type of quarter for themselves, as Grissom will poke the ball free, but it'll stay Lady Buffalo's ball. It's already been a long fourth quarter, only a minute and 10 seconds into this quarter, but things have slowed down here significantly. Grissom playing strong defense, just continuing to be relentless despite the odds right now. Clarkrange going up the middle, has plenty of room, and who else but Phillips? I mean, Phillips has had insane success tonight. She has 8 completed field goals, and she's been very efficient on those field goals. Pass nearly intercepted. Now shot from Netherton. That won't go. Who else but Hopkins to collect the rebound? Going up the middle, 2-on-1, nearly makes it happen. Wow. Doesn't get it, but ball is poked free by Hopkins.
Prime Gary Payton on the steals. This is ridiculous.
And whoa, what a play. They're finding and staying patient. It's Phillips. The Phillips-Hopkins connection is unstoppable right now.
I mean, they cannot be stopped. They're layup machines, steal machines. I mean, Hopkins got a block earlier. I mean, they cannot be stopped.
In the corner, Grissom getting harassed on all points. Now Bolden tries to lay it up and gets fouled on that one. First foul committed by the Lady Buffaloes in the quarter. We do want to remind you to stay tuned for our second game of action, as your Eagles will take on a strong Clarkrange Buffaloes team looking to replicate some continued success. Eagles have won 4 of their last 5 games, only loss coming against an overtime game against a very strong White County. So we'll hope to find success there. As for here, Eaglets just looking to, at this point, I don't want to be pessimistic, but I think this game just might be out of reach. So they'll look to try to wrap things up here and just find some success, see what went wrong, and plan for Friday before we wrap up the 2023 part of the season. Lady Buffaloes setting up the play, now going left side. Eaglets step up on the defense. Shooting over the top, and Mills there to collect the rebound. Gets it over to Grissom. Eaglets have a chance here. Now they'll have to back out of it. Oh, and that pass is deflected. Relentless defense continuing. Fight for the ball. It's a jump ball. And that will mean it will go in favor of the Lady Buffaloes.
You know, I just have to mention real quick, one of the bright spots for the Eaglettes in this likely loss has been Mills. Just great rebounding as usual. Good defense.
Nice
loss
play.
Isn't on her.
Nice play from Netherton to poke the ball free there. The lead to the Eaglettes taking over. Netherton will throw it in. Pass to Bolden, nearly intercepted, but she'll hold on to it. Pass to Mills now. In the corners, Grissom. Now Netherton finds some room. Over the top is Bolden. Not there. And it will go the other way. What has been a long 3 minutes of action in this quarter. Bless you.
I muted myself for that. I don't think people want to hear me sneeze.
So Clarkrange trying to continue to find their success with a variety of different players. Rogers guarded closely. She'll hand it off. And just continuing to apply consistent pressure, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Going up the lane, here may be the opportunity.
Oh.
And despite the defense from Mills, it will be Rogers finding the basket.
Once again, Clarkrange working their way inside. They do not miss layups. I mean, this is such an efficient team. They are working like clockwork right now.
Netherton finds some
Netherton.
success. First points she scored since the first quarter. Finds a nice corner three to give her 9 on the night. Gets the right lane, going over the top of Mills. Mills gets called for the foul. Second foul committed by the Eaglettes in the quarter. So they will head to the line to extend this lead. That first shot will roll off for Phillips, who has been one of the best players for the Lady Buffaloes tonight, as she has, I believe it is 18 on the night. Second shot will give her 19 as substitutions are made for both sides. Gerald comes in for the Eaglettes. Bolden searching the court, doesn't have much, gotta get rid of it. She'll just call timeout as there's just not enough there. You know, the Eaglettes have scored 38, which is slightly lower than their usual output, but not anything too out of the ordinary to some of the games that we've seen. But really, it's just been Clarkrange scoring on all cylinders, all parts of the court, that has really put them over the edge.
And it's because they're forcing turnovers. I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest thing to take away from this game for the Eaglettes is to turn down on the turnovers, get better passes in, and work it better around for a better shot instead of turning it over constantly. So that's got to be a big point of emphasis after this game. Big learning point to try to learn how to stop these turnovers on such tough, intense defense like how Clarkrange just played.
Good news for the Eaglettes, they do play Clarkrange again in January, so they'll have a chance to redeem themselves in what has been a tough matchup for them. For Clarkrange, they'll walk away for their first consecutive win in the season, what's been an up and down season. They'll find the consistent success that we talked about that they so desperately needed. For the Eaglettes, they'll look to rebound and head into their final game of this 4-game home stretch and find some more momentum. Foul is called. Clarkrange will head to the line once again. Eaglettes commit their third foul.
And my apologies for not saying much. I mean, I don't have much to say to this game. This is unfortunate for the Eaglettes here. Great play from Clarkrange, though. You got to give them credit.
Always want to see things go your way for your team, but sometimes that doesn't work out. Been a rough night for the Eaglettes, won't lie, but you know, still playing with heart, still playing with as much consistency as they can find, and that is always the key of Van Buren teams. Eaglettes continuing, Clarkrange is just continuing to apply pressure throughout the whole court, and that pass, after the deflection, it will still be Eaglettes' ball. They'll try to break the 40 barrier on this position as Clarkrange will make a full rotation. All players subbed out for the Lady Buffaloes. Looks as if they'll try to get some younger players, more inexperienced players, some play time in this game. Pass over to Netherton. She'll look over the top. She'll find Grissom. That pass will go between her legs. And it'll be Clarkrange once again having possession. So some new faces for Clarkrange. It'll be Delk. Oh, nope, excuse me. I thought that pass was going towards Delk. Now Delk will take hold of it. Sells also joining the game. Few other players. As Eaglettes take over in transition, going up underneath, and it will be points made. It will be Emery finding some success. She has 6 on the night. Eaglets playing with a lot of energy right now despite the score, despite how late it is in the game. Always continue to apply pressure and never giving in. That's the mentality of a winning basketball team. That pass is tipped free by Grissom. Grissom now stuck with 2 players in her face, but she'll get rid of it to Netherton. Netherton has space over the top, and she will take it. Shot is not there. Roberts now gets the rebound. Out to Grissom. Grissom will take a shot now. It's not there either. That ball will just roll out. And Clarkrange takes over under 2 minutes left in the game.
And, you know, I think this game should be a great learning experience for the Eaglettes. You know, they were, I believe, undefeated so far at home.
I'm not sure. I don't remember the Jackson County game, but, you know, they had found success at home. As we see Clarkrange score there.
So they've been very successful at home so far. You're not going to go undefeated most of the time. I mean, as nice as it would be, you got to take your losses, learn from them, see what you did wrong, and move on.
Hopefully that is the message taken tonight as we see shot from Grissom up from 3, bounces off, but Eaglets continue to find success with rebounding. Now shot up from Roberts from the free throw line. That will bounce off as well. Eaglets nearly get the second rebound, but Clarkrange will take over. 1-on-2, just floats it over the top. Ball will bounce out of bounds. The Eaglets take over. A minute left in the game.
And we saw good hustle from Gerald there on the offensive rebounding. It's a shame that she couldn't get that last rebound, but she had already gotten one on that play. So great effort there.
Baylor comes into the game for the Eaglettes. Pass back to Netherton, top of the key. Emery will try to pass that over to Roberts, but it's not on point on the bounce. So Clarkrange will take the last 50 seconds to just try to put some more points on the board to wrap up what has been excellent execution for them. Shot up from Upchurch doesn't go. Eaglettes take over. So Eaglettes will take things slow. They'll try to refresh after a tough game for themselves, but always got to hang your head high, knowing that the effort was there. Just got to try to learn from what you missed in this game and move on to the next in an arduous basketball season. Pass over in the corner. It's up. 3 is off. Bounces around a few hands. Clarkrange will go to the other side of the court. She'll spin to the top. Now she'll go right side, right lane. It's up. No good. And it is taken by Netherton. 5 seconds left. They'll just heave one deep, and that will go. Roberts scores the last bucket of the game for the Eaglettes. Tough break for your Eaglettes. They'll lose 67-42. Stay tuned in just a moment as we'll have some boys action. Welcome back to Van Buren County High School, ladies and gentlemen, where after a tough loss for our Eaglettes, we're about to see some boys action tonight as your Van Buren County Eagles take on the Clarkrange Buffaloes. Excited for a good game tonight, Andre. Eagles have found a lot of success as recently. 3-0 at home, and on a very good stretch, they are 4 out of 5 in their last 5 games, and their only loss is against a very good White County team in overtime in White County.
You know what I call that?
What do you call that?
That's Clutch County, baby. That's Clutch County right there. Van Buren County gonna get this dub tonight.
Clutch County clutched up last night with a very strong win over Gordonsville. While it was close throughout the whole game, Eagles pulled away in the end and won by 8. Had some very strong performers last night. Eli Scoggins led the way with a quietly dominant 27 points. It was just a solid score throughout, especially in the third quarter where he had 10 points and had some help from guys like Lewis, Tyson, and Lowry all along the way. The Eagles played very consistent ball throughout. Excited for a good game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. For your starting lineup for your Eagles, we'll go ahead and discuss. It's Lewis, Scoggins, Lowry, Sullivan, and Tyson as per usual. So we're excited for a good game tonight. Hopefully the Eagles can stay 4-0 and be 3-0 on this home stretch as of recent. So we will get started here in just a moment as they bring out the game ball. Excited for game 2 of our action tonight.
Let's go. I'm ready for it. It's going to be a good game, hopefully.
It'll be Bird and Scoggins on the tip-off. Here we go from Spencer. Tip-off is won by the Eagles. Tyson controls the ball at first, hands it off to Lewis. He'll pass it right over to Lowry. Now Tyson trying to go up the middle, spins through, plants his feet, now hands it off once again. Eagles moving quickly. Lewis will take a shot, top of the key, and it's in already. Garen Lewis starts the Eagles off hot.
And I loved that play. They kept attempting drives, very aggressive, just to open up a 3 for Lewis. That was beautiful. High IQ.
Buffalo's looking for an answer. Beatty starts him off top of the key. He'll scan the court, looking for the open man. Motions to one player. It's England. Buffalo's trying to go inside. 2 defenders in the area. Can't find much. Eventually hands it back out to Durham. Buffalo's stuck in the mud right now on offense. They'll pass it back out to Beatty to start things anew. Looks as if they'll set up the screen. Yes, they will. Not much success there. Going left side over the top. Nothing there. Tyson takes the rebound. Hand off to Lewis. Tries to get some room. Has to spin out of it. And Eagles start fresh. Scoggins going up left lane. Gets fouled. So that'll be the first foul committed of the game. No, that will count as a shooting foul. So Scoggins will head to the line to look to extend this Eagles early lead. As we mentioned, Scoggins was one of the key contributors last night. You know, there was a lot of unforced errors in last night's game for the Eagles that Coach Sullivan was not happy about, but in the end, they played consistently. And for a team to be able to make a lot of unforced errors and yet still come out with a defining win, it really shows a lot of the talent that this team has. There was a lot of concerns beginning of this year. You know, a lot of key pieces lost, like McCoy, Lawson, Frady, a lot of those good seniors from last year. A lot of concern about how this team would go. But the start of the season has went very well. Eagles always play consistent. Going up, it's Beatty. He finds the bottom of the basket for the Buffaloes early on. Sullivan passes over to Lowry. Now it'll be back over to Lewis. Tyson shoots over the top. Not there.
We're seeing a lot of aggressive drives to start this game off early, really cutting to the basket and then passing out to the perimeter for easier shots. Didn't go the Eagles' way that time, but still a good play.
Drop ball results in Lowry taking hold of it. He'll pass it over to Lewis. Quick pass over to Lowry. Lowry trying to get inside, and foul is called. Already 2 against Clarkrange.
And you got to love the aggression that Lowry's playing with. Even on that foul you know, Eagles get the ball back, he was really trying to work his way inside there. He was going to do anything it took. So that's a great play there.
Lewis going left side, gets underneath his man, and scores again.
The finesse. My goodness.
Ball's tipped up in the air. It's eventually taken by Clarkrange. Tries to go up the middle now, passes back out. Shot from 3. It sails way off to the right. Not what they were looking for. Just under 3 minutes of action has passed. Both teams playing with tons of energy right now.
Already pressing very early into the game. That's an interesting strategy.
We saw that in the girls' game after the Clarkrange got down early. They did that. As I was speaking, Lewis finds the basket again. You know, he had a quiet night, at least in terms of points production for himself. 11's not bad for most players, but he had a quiet night for himself. He's already found 7 tonight, and looks to add to it again.
Oh my goodness.
Lewis has 10 in the first quarter. He's has all but one of the Eagles' points and has scored all of their field goals.
Captain Clutch striking early in the first quarter here. He's scoring from everywhere. The mid-range, inside, deep outside, like we know he always can hit it from. My goodness. What a hot start for Lewis here.
So both teams starting off, both games starting off with kind of the same narrative. Both the Eaglets and the Eagles got out to an early 9-point lead. Let's hope, knock on wood, that the Eagles game does not go the same way that the Eaglettes game did.
Don't you dare jinx this game right now. I am too emotionally invested.
It's hard not to be when these Eagles and Eaglettes teams play with such, just talent and passion each and every night.
How about veracity?
Veracity, that's one of my favorite words. I still don't even know if that is a word. I'll have to look that one up, but if not, it's my word.
Cade Simmons trademark.
Clarkrange trying to go underneath, 3 defenders in there, and now they'll shoot out over the top.
Good defense all around, especially inside. I liked what I saw from Tyson there.
Scoggins hands it off to Lewis. Lewis now tries to go cross court. Underneath, gets fouled hard. And that will be already the 3rd foul called on the Buffaloes. They'll make a substitution, as it'll be Ramsey coming in.
And I'm noticing Clarkrange just trying to stay in front of their men now, the Eagles, rather, just trying to... Oh my goodness.
Lewis.
I can't even talk while we're on offense because it's just going to be a Garen Lewis bucket every time. So I may as well keep talking.
I always say that it's always a good sign when I run out of room on my score sheet for a certain player in a quarter. He's already done that, as he's scored 5 different times. But nice play from the Buffaloes to get their offense going once again. It is Swallows down low as they'll try to make it 3.
And that bucket right there was a tough pill to swallow. Yeah.
I'll give you credit on that one. That was pretty solid.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all night, unfortunately.
Eagles, here comes Lewis again, no way. And I was right, there is no way.
Good recovery, though.
Nice job by the Eagles to keep hold on to the ball. Scoggins gets his own rebound after the tough shot. He'll pass it back out. Here comes Lewis again. Can he do it again? Not there. Fight for the rebound. It's almost Tyson. Tyson tried so hard on that one, couldn't get hold of it. But Eagles just continue to give themselves chance after chance.
And Clarkrange is breathing sighs of relief there. You do not want to leave Lewis that open again, especially with how hot he's been to start off this quarter.
Beatty, one of the only 2 scorers so far for Clarkrange. They're trying to get things going once again. There's a good chance. Ramsey, Bo Ramsey, number 3, has a 3 in the first quarter. Lewis hands it off to Tyson. Now it's quickly over to Scoggins. Back to Lewis. Another 3-point shot. That one looks good. Just a little bit too short on that one. Going up underneath, it is Beatty. And while I love Lewis's shots, I think the Eagles need to find a new rhythm, as Lewis has not found much success in the past few moments. But he'll go again. Shot is up, and it's short again. And that might have been a heat check for Lewis, as now Clarkrange is on a roll. That was Ramsey, getting it down low. Lowry handed off to Lewis. Now it's Tyson. Can't find the lane inside. So Sullivan will go up.
Oh, the
my
floater!
gosh.
Oh my goodness, that was gorgeous. What a play from Sullivan.
Eagles find a new rhythm on offense. Sullivan, the first non-Lewis player to find a field goal in the quarter.
Great defense. Scoggins just perfectly positioned inside, jumped at the perfect time.
Scoggins from 3 now. It's short, but the ball is tipped into Tyson's fan, and he finds Sullivan
Good
down low.
rebound, good
Great
assist.
play.
Rebound to assist. Sullivan's heating up. We're finding new options on offense. This is going very well for the Eagles, I'd say.
Tyson nearly tipped that 1-3, but it'll stay Clarkrange ball. Eagles playing with tons of energy right now. Have a 6-point lead. Beatty will clear things out. Now he'll eye down Tyson. Oh, behind the back pass. Will it lead to anything? I'm not sure so far. It does, as Swallows gets 5 so far.
And you saw good defense on the spin move, but Swallows just works his way inside. Good spin move there anyway. Gets the bucket. Good play.
He'll pass it over to Tyson. Now it's Lewis. Lewis can't find the room he wants, so it's back to Tyson. Very quick pass into Sullivan. Now it's Scoggins from 3, and Eagles moving on all cylinders.
Once they get the passing game going, it is hard to stop them.
Gets tripped up. Lowry on the defense, and it'll be called a travel. And a bunch of substitutions coming in rapid succession. 4 different players will be subbed out for the Eagles. So it looks as if it'll be DeLong, Walker, Mooneyham, and Palkin. I believe that's all juniors and a freshman, a sophomore for the Eagles. So a little bit younger of a lineup than we're used to. And we will see what happens here. Eagles trying to keep their players fresh. Here's Scoggins from 3. It isn't there. Fight for the rebound is not won. Just under 13 seconds now. Shot up from 3. That one will bounce and rattle off the rim. Fight for the rebound won by Scoggins, and foul is called, I believe. So Eagles will only have 5 seconds to score, but look to end out what has been a good start for them, up 21-14.
And I like this strategy from Coach Sullivan, get the young legs some run in really quick before the second quarter here, just making sure that they stay fresh for the whole season, making sure that they can get some run in.
So they'll change the clock to say 7.2. Eagles still have limited time. Over to Palkin. He'll take the 3. Shot is up. Palkin puts it in.
That was beautiful. What a great play to end the quarter. I mean, that was just a picture-perfect 3 right there.
So we talked about early on how Lewis was really dominating, but then after a little bit of offensive struggle, Eagles find a new rhythm. Guys like Sullivan, Palkin, and Scoggins all find the basket. Give the Eagles a solid 10-point lead over a strong Clarkrange team.
And that was quite the offensive quarter we saw there. I mean, the Eagles are on pace for nearly 100 points right now. What a hot start. I mean, everybody was firing on offense. We saw a lot of attempts from Lewis there. If he would have got a couple more to follow, we would have been on a ridiculous pace here in Van Buren County.
So Eagles look to replicate that success in this second quarter in just a moment. As we mentioned, Eagles on a hot run right now. 4 of the last 5 have been victories, and only loss, close overtime game. 3rd game of a difficult home stretch, wrapped up with a rematch against White County on Friday. This is their second game back-to-back with yesterday's. So Eagles obviously feeling a little bit of wear and tear, but still playing very strong. So Clarkrange looks to find a new rhythm. Start of the second quarter. Beatty will lead them out. They'll back out to the perimeter. He'll hand it off. Goes around his man, and they'll restart with Beatty. Beatty now gets free. finds one, not much there. Eagles playing strong defense. He'll spin through the contact, puts it up, bounces off the back of the rim, going up, second chance, it's there. Believe that was Swallows with the points.
He loves that spin move.
Tyson pass inside is a deflected. Fight for the ball, I believe that's going to be called a jump ball. Yes, it will be. So, looks as if that'll stay Eagles ball. Lewis will go to throw it in. So he immediately passes over to Lowry. Pauken will now take hold. Lewis has room, decides against the shot. Now it's Tyson. Tyson from deep three. It's off to the left. Crossing over the court, finds a man underneath, going over the top.
Oh.
Nice, solid play from Swallows, who has found 9 points early on in this game, cuts the deficit to 6.
Swallows really working his way inside here.
Lowry will rifle one over to Pauken. He'll lose his footing, hands it off to Lewis. Call for the ball from Sullivan ignored. Eagles facing constant pressure, and looks as if Eagles will make a substitution. It's Scoggins coming in for Pauken. So starting lineup back in for the Eagles. So Lewis hands one over to Scoggins. Now passing it around the perimeter. Sullivan gets stuck in a little bit of trouble there. It'll stay Eagles ball in what's been a long possession to start out the first part of this second quarter. Eagles still trying to execute. Pace has slowed down significantly since the start of the game. Lowry spins out, finds Lewis. Lewis's shot is up. Lewis's shot bounces off, but Tyson's putback also misses. Thought he had that one. Now Clarkrange trying to find an answer, puts it up. Behind the back. Oh my goodness. Flashy play. Didn't think that one would work out, but wow. Bird gets a beautiful pass handed to him and completes the three.
I'm noticing Clarkrange, something about him. It seems like they like that flashy pass. Lewis from three.
It's
oh,
there
it's
again. Who needs flashy when you can make it from anywhere on the court? Garen Lewis has 16.
And he says, right back at you with that one.
It's a flashy show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams try to show their best.
Everybody getting their money's worth. This is some entertaining basketball. Love to see it, but would give Dr. James Naismith a heart attack.
Trying to go underneath. Consistent defense from the Eagles. Sullivan makes it happen. So Eagles take over. Scoggins over to Lewis. Lewis, can he do it again?
Oh,
yes!
You cannot leave him that open.
Lewis already has 5 threes in the game. He has 19 in the half, and we still have 5 minutes left to play.
He is on pace for 30 points off threes alone. This man it's looking like Ray Allen out here. Catch and shoot anywhere from the floor. It's good.
Beatty's shot waved off. Foul committed by the Eagles, second of the quarter. Eagles up by 9. Very strong offensive performance. It's been very evident throughout these past few games, the Eagles' potential on offense to execute on all cylinders. Pass over to Scoggins. Lewis claims responsibility on that one. He threw it a little bit behind him. Always like to see responsibility taken, and that's what you need to have success, is knowing when you mess up.
That's right. You love to see that humbleness from Lewis there. Just being a team player.
Beatty's pass over, now pass back. Way over in the corner to Ramsey. Now it'll be back to Ramsey. Ramsey has the space he needs. Ramsey has the shot. Ramsey has the score. He has 7 in the game.
And that was
8.
And that was really good defense from Tyson. I mean, there wasn't much he could have done about that shot there.
Scoggins gets the space. Now it's over to Lewis. Lewis again. Almost. Tyson fight for the rebound. Nearly forces the jump ball, but it'll stay Clarkrange ball. 6-point game. Going up underneath. Bounces off. Now Eagles with another chance in transition. Hands over to Lewis. Lewis now back to Scoggins. Now back to Lewis. His back and forth with these passes. And will stay Eagles ball. Looks as if Clarkrange will make substitution. I believe that is Tinch coming in.
And, you know, I got to say, Clarkrange on offense, finding great ways to play like a snake here. They're slithering around the defense with ease.
Lewis from the corner again.
Oh,
my
cannot stop
gosh.
that catch and shoot.
Garen Lewis has 22 now. It's a missed shot. Eagles down the court again. Sullivan finds Tyson. He'll shoot from the corner. He'll almost joined the fun. Thought he had that one. Now Clarkrange in transition. They'll lose the ball. It's deflected by Tyson. Can't get hold of it, but a defensive effort from Tyson is solid.
And the work right now, Tyson on defense, the whole team really on defense, and Lewis on the offense just completely dominating. Like you said, 22 points right now.
Oh, nice play there
goes in
from Bird.
L. Bird, great layup, or kind of a fade.
Lauer working right corner, finds Scoggins. He'll hand it over to Lewis. Lewis is just now trying to fake the other players out. He knows how much they're keying in on him now. He's just trying to pump whenever he can to try and get some opportunities for his team. He knows how much they want to key in on him. Sullivan from three, not there. Eagles, despite how much production they've had so far, only up by 7. Buffaloes have matched them in most aspects of the game. Pass over Lowry, nearly got a piece of that one. It will go out. It'll stay Buffalo's ball. We have under 3 minutes of action now. You know, every single game with these Eagles, it feels like it's always stressful, but the most fun you'll ever have watching basketball, as we see going up, staying consistent, gets fouled. Nice play from Swallows, has been their best offensive threat so far. But what I was going to say is every single game with these Eagles is just so much fun. You know how much I love my alliteration, so I've got another one for you. So far we've claimed Clutch County, Cardiac County. I got Carnival County now on the board because every single game is just an absolute experience. Missed three-point chance on that play. Lewis from three. Carnival does not continue for now.
The more you force it, the more it's going to work, trust. That's the Cade Simmons way.
Going underneath, has some room, tiptoes along the sidelines, keeps the play alive. Nice play there. Trying to work on Tyson. Foul is called.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's a 5-point game as Walker subs in for Scoggins. And timeout is called immediately after the substitution. Looks like Coach Sullivan wants to talk things over because despite the offensive effort we've seen so far, you know, Eagles always want to make sure that they don't give it any inch. When you're playing a team that is just tailing you at every point of the game, you never know when that momentum can change.
The mood is about to change. Sorry, I had to say that. Let the intrusive thoughts win. Shout out Taz.
So, quick recap of the game so far. 33-28, 2:29 on the clock for Clarkrange. They tail closely. They've had a strong offensive effort. I believe they've had 4 different players score. Leading the way, looks as if it's Swallows with 11, but guys like Ramsey with 8 have really helped out a lot. And for the Eagles, it's been a whole lot of Garen Lewis. No shocker there. He has 22 on the night. It's either 20 or 22, including 6 threes.
That is 66% of the team's points right now. I mean, it is. I love my Eagles. It is a one-man show on offense right now, and really that's all we need at this point.
So here we go. 2.5 more minutes of action before halftime. Lob pass over the top. Eagles guard close. Going up. Not there. Lewis with the rebound. Finds his man. It's Sullivan. Now back to Lewis. Lewis tries to spin out. Finds Sullivan. Sullivan driving in. Finds one. It's Mooneyham. Walker over the top of the key. That one's short. But what an effort from Mooneyham to keep the play alive. Lowry over the top and puts it in.
The fadeaway kind of, I don't even know what that was. It was beautiful.
It was a good play. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Clarkrange going inside. 2 Eagles step up, and foul is called. Eagles have committed 5 now, I believe, either 4 or 5.
Look at the kids dancing on the sideline. They're going crazy over there.
Yep, that is the 5th foul committed. So Clarkrange gets a few extra chances from the charity stripe. So Swallows, the leading scorer for the Buffaloes, will look to add to his total. Looks to close this gap. First one to roll in, make it a 6-point game.
And you got to love what you're seeing here in this game from Swallows so far. I mean, he's been on both ends, especially working his way inside the paint. I believe the lead scorer for Clarkrange so far, just doing everything he can to try to keep them in this game.
Lewis rids himself of a man, goes up, doesn't get the shot, but foul is called. So he'll head to the line. 3rd foul committed by the Buffaloes. So Lewis looks to add to his 22-point total. At this point, it's one of the most interesting parts of the game. It's just how high will this total go? Of course, if you're Coach Sullivan and you're the rest of the Eagles fan base, first things first, win the game, then fun statistics afterwards.
Garen's giving us all the fun statistics tonight. 24 points now on the night.
Here's 24 going up and gets it. It's Swallows matching blow for blow. Clarkrange only down by 5. Lewis backs off. Now going in once again over to Sullivan. Lewis running around the court, trying to get underneath his man. 2-on-1, has to spin out. Finds Sullivan. Sullivan up the top. Sullivan puts it in.
When Sullivan gets the ball in the air, it feels like it's always going way up and then way down right in.
Cross-court pass, shot up, rattles off, fight for the ball, it's one. Who else? It's Swallows, puts it in again. He has 12 in the quarter.
He is working inside. My goodness, looking like the male Caramels.
Lewis matches him blow for blow. 26 now. Going up. Oh, is that called blocking? I believe that was called a blocking foul. So it will stay Buffalo's ball, and since that's their 6th foul committed by the Eagles, another chance from the line to close this gap.
He hits the first. How many points is that for Beatty now?
Let's see. Beatty has 5 so far, and he'll make it 6. 34 seconds. Eagles up by 5, want to expand upon this lead. Never can feel comfortable with that close of a lead.
And you imagine they'll dribble out some time here.
Looks like that'll be what Lewis does. Defense chants roaring out from the Buffaloes crowd. DeLong over to Sullivan. That pass is a little bit off, and it's tipped free, but it'll stay Eagles ball. So now 13.5 seconds. Throws it in to Lewis. Lewis will back off now. He realizes the limited time. Looks like he'll back off again. Reads the clock, 7 seconds now. Trying to get underneath his man, and looks like a foul is called. That's the 4th committed, but there's only 4 seconds on the clock, so Eagles have limited time.
You imagine they'll flip it back to Lewis here.
Throwing into Lowry, and that's ball is going the other way, so 2.6 seconds. Clarkrange with a chance to close the gap, but that pass will sail out, so now the Eagles have a chance. Back and forth in these final few seconds. The carnival has begun.
Please don't copyright us. I don't know if that's copyrighted or not.
Lewis from the corner, just he's one up and nearly had it.
My heart sank there for a minute.
That was a carnival shot if there was any. At halftime, your Eagles lead 41-36. Stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back to Van Buren County High School, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to start an exciting second half of action. If you missed it, the highlight of the quarter, while Swallows led the way for Clarkrange with 17, Garen Lewis led the way with 26 for the Eagles, including 6 threes as we start our second half. And immediately they find the 3-ball. Clarkrange is only down by 2.
That was Bird from 3.
Bird makes it happen. So shot from the corner from Tyson, that one will roll off the basket. So despite the offensive success, Clarkrange has matched them way for way. So Eagles will have to continue playing consistent in the second half. So Beatty will motion to the corner, get something going. And looks like a weird thing happened with a second basketball on the court. Don't know what happened there. But teams will reset after the pause.
I think we just got a celebrity cameo from John Cena on the court.
So the Buffaloes from the corner, passes it now back, has the room, trying to go inside. Now Beatty will go top, back of the key. Eagles applying pressure, still not many options. Now has room from 3, shot is up. That one is off. Lowry with the rebound. Scoggins going quickly. Lewis searching around the court, now he'll back off. Now crossing over, passes it, it's to Sullivan. Over to Lewis, Lewis from 3, is it again? Yes, it's again.
My goodness, that's what, 7 threes?
7 threes, 29 points. I mean, this is just absurd.
29? Oh my goodness. He's on fire.
Course still focused for the Eagles is to win the game first. Here's a shot from 3. That one's in. It's Bird matching him blow for blow. So Eagles' main priority was winning this game. And looks as if that's going to be a blocking foul called against the Buffaloes. First foul committed in the second half.
And you know, they had some fouling trouble at the in the first half, so not the ideal start.
Scoggins going up and gets the bucket, his first since the first quarter.
The Eagles are so hard to guard because if you leave the inside open, that's barbecue chicken for Scoggins. If you leave the outside open, that's 7 threes for Lewis.
No chance there for Gordonsville. Lewis crossing. Now finds Scoggins. Now back to Lewis. Lewis again. That one is way off, though. Think he might have forced that one. Now Clarkrange with a chance on the other end. Pass to no one is eventually collected by Bird, who has been an early star, already has 6 in the quarter, has 11 overall, and loses control of the ball. Now he's stuck in the corner. Scoggins with the tough defense. They'll eventually get it back out to begin anew. Nearly tipped by Sullivan, but now chance for Clarkrange from 3, rattles off.
Almost bounced off the very top of the backboard. That, you're talking about a circus, carnival, that's a circus shot right there.
So down by 4. They've been down by about 5 or 4 for the majority of this game, just continuing to not be able to break through and take the lead. Eagles just playing relentlessly. Nice bounce pass inside. Tyson over pursues and commits the foul. So 2 early fouls on both sides. And Clarkrange gets another chance. Over in the corner, shot is up from 3. It's Bird again. He is on fire. Felt like getting some Lewis in his system.
We know L. Bird can always hit those threes from outside.
And charge is called. Scoggins trips over, runs into his man. Unfortunate for him, but good call there. But not much he could do. So Clarkrange with a chance, only down by 1 now. They can finally take the lead they've wanted for so long. Pass almost missed, but nice collection by Beatty. They'll take it back top. Sullivan trying to poke the ball free, spins three, finds a man.
What a pass.
Quick passes back and forth over to the other side. Now going in, over the top. Can't get it to go.
There was some really good passing on that play. That just shows you how great the Eagles defense is.
Tyson going in, and it's off. Fight for the ball, and it stays Eagles possession.
And he is just fighting out there. Even when he can't hit the shot, he is doing everything he can to recover.
DeLong, who's been an impact player the past few games, has gotten plenty of chances, checks into the game for Tyson.
No, Tyson's still in.
Oh, excuse me. Eagles chant starts in the crowd. Tyson going up the middle, pass over to the corner. Sullivan doesn't have the room he wants. Now it's DeLong from the top. He'll put it in.
Scorching the outside.
Here's a shot from three on the other end. That one is not there. DeLong loses the ball though, going up. And they get the second chance. It's Beatty who puts it down. So now it's a 2-point game once again. Lewis eyeing out his opponent. Head fakes, they immediately bite on it. You can see the fear that Lewis has already made throughout his dominant performance on offense. Lewis scanning, now steps in. It's DeLong. DeLong doesn't have much room, it's back to Lewis. Just over 3 minutes now. Vital game for the Eagles. Lowry going in. Over the top, oh, it's not there. Fight for the rebound. And it's gonna get called a jump ball. Screams for over the back, not heard from the crowd. So it'll stay Eagles ball. Lewis finds Lowry, now it's over to DeLong. Quick, decisive passes. It leads to a Sullivan shot. Not there. And that's gonna stay Eagles ball. So Eagles get a third chance to try and score here. It's Lowry in the corner. Now back to DeLong. Very similar setup to the last play. Lewis from way out. Almost.
The fact that that was even that close
I think
is
Lewis,
what is so scary about Garen Lewis shooting from deep.
I think Lewis knew he forced that one a little bit. That one was a little bit deep. He tried to poke that ball free to try and redeem himself. Nice defensive play there. It'll stay Buffalo's ball. Buffalo's with a chance to tie this game up. Hey, they might take the lead. It's not there. DeLong gets the rebound.
That was a very important rebound from the Eagles.
DeLong loses control of the ball. That's going to be backcourt. So, unforced error for the Eagles, and now the Buffaloes get another chance. Walker will come in. He replaces DeLong. Just over 2 minutes left. Clean quarter so far. Only 3 fouls between the two teams. Getting stuck in the corner, eventually gets it back out. Now it's inside, left corner, shots up. Oh, sails over the basket, but keeps it in. What a play from Clarkrange to keep the dream alive. Another chance at life. A lot of second chance opportunities so far in this third quarter. Going in. No look pass. Going up.
Oh, that one,
I believe that one deflected.
That is great defense from Tyson. Once again, he is an anchor out there.
Lewis trying to drive inside, finds Tyson. Now it's Lowry. Lewis will hand it off. Cross-court pass, nearly deflected. Runs into his man, though, so that's going to be a foul by Clarkrange. Only 4th of the quarter. Eagles desperately want to expand upon this lead. The game has never been tighter. It's been a close game throughout, but the stakes are getting higher and higher. Both teams unable to find the bucket in a little while. Who will break free? Lewis restarts the offense. Has help both ways. He'll decide to go left, loses control of the ball. Now he's got to get rid of it. He's guarded closely by 2. He'll hand it in to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to spin through, finds Tyson in the corner. It's
and he
Tyson
finally gets it
from
down.
3. Everyone's joining in on the perimeter fun. 3 threes for the Eagles in this quarter.
I feel like I'm back in the summertime. We're getting hot from outside.
That ball is tipped. Now Buffaloes have a chance through the chaos. Can't get it to go. Lewis rips it free. Eagles take over. 5-point lead once again. It's been prevalent throughout this game. Try to make it 8. Not his time. Walker falls down. Now it's Buffaloes with a chance down low. Through 3 defenders. Oh, wow. It's Beatty. Just over 14 seconds now. As soon as the Eagles get their coveted 5-point lead back, it's back to 3. Eagles want to score here. Lewis gets a shot, but it's just not there. Had to fight through tons of players. So the Eagles will head into a decisive fourth quarter, 3-point game.
That was great effort trying to get that last shot up. If the Eagles can stay consistent on offense, they might come out of here with the victory.
Much more of an all-around effort in that quarter. Lewis only had added 3 to his total, but had help from guys like Tyson, Scoggins, and DeLong, all finding success at the basket. Beatty and Bird, only 2 players to score for Clarkrange. Bird scores 9, Beatty scores 4, giving them a 3-point deficit. As mentioned, make sure to tune in on Friday night. It's been an excellent home stretch for us. We got to broadcast, this is our 3rd game now. We're excited to broadcast our final before Christmas break against White County for homecoming, but looks to be an exciting game between 2 rival schools. Exciting game for the boys last time they played. Overtime shocker from White County. Eagles want to expand to a 3-game win streak here. Want to make it 4-0 at home. Can they do it? Fourth quarter starts. From the mid-range and gets called for the foul. Clarkrange already going to get a chance from the line to shrink this gap.
That was a tough bucket. It works out for him, but very interesting play calling there for the contested mid-range. Kind of fade away there from Bird.
Bird's first one will fall through.
I guess they trust L. Bird to take their shots.
He's got 15 so far, makes it 60. So now it's a 1-point game once again. Stakes have never been higher. Sullivan's pass is tipped free. I don't think, yes, Lowry did not touch that, so Eagles keep control. Lewis got to find a man. It's Lowry in the corner. Lowry has some room, has some space, has not a made shot, but will head to the line. Both teams getting early chances from the line.
Could have said has a foul there. Get in your game. Get your head in the game.
These type of close games really throw me off my momentum because you never know what's going to happen at any moment.
You're getting thrown off your rhythm.
Only 26 seconds into this fourth quarter, but it feels like it's already been an eternity. Energy has subsided just a little bit here in Van Buren County, but I think that's because everyone knows what's about to come next in this absurd game. Lowry, not ideal, goes 0 for 2 from the line. Clarkrange with a chance to take their first lead in a little while. Beatty starts the offense, searching the court. Eagles have 2 up top, 3 down low. And that ball immediately falls in the hands of Lewis. Lewis now on the fast break, has Sullivan on the other side. Sullivan's shot is up, not there, but that's good, and that's gonna be Buffalo ball. Oh no, it's corrected after the play. It's gonna be Eagles ball. So Eagles with a second chance. We'll swap them over to the other side. Eagles to throw it in.
We've seen this play before where they pass it in from the right and work it around the perimeter back to the left. They like that left corner.
Tyson rises up and puts it in for the second time in the game. Gives the Eagles a 4-point advantage.
On days like this, the heat, it feels like summer.
Eagles are heating up. Beatty needs to find something, hands it over to Ramsey. Ramsey takes a quick pass over to the corner, shot is up, it will fall in. And number 13, Bird, finds his 5th three. It's over to Tyson.
Fire from the perimeter.
Tyson, Scoggins down low, Scoggins, big man mentality. Scoggins finds the basket.
Barbecue chicken.
Has 8 points on the night, gives the Eagles a 3-point advantage once again.
It's easy for Scoggins inside.
So Eagles find 5 early points, as does Clarkrange. Keeps it a 3-point game. Both teams stuck in a stalemate the entire game. I don't know, probably about the biggest lead I've seen so far throughout this game is maybe 7 or 8. It's been practically within like a shot or two the entire game. Neither team is ready to lose this game. So 6:28 on the clock. You know the Eagles have to be tired right now. Second part of back-to-back series at home. And always going to wear.
Only a couple days of rest after this as well for that next game on Friday.
I mean, this is I know that Friday was a long time ago, but this is their 3rd straight game on a school day. So you know that just going to school every day and then going and immediately playing another game, that's got to wear on you.
I mean, imagine getting out of math class just to guard Garen Lewis. It's got to be a nightmare, really.
So let's see if the Eagles can close out another close game. Going inside, trying to find a lane. Foul is called, second on the Eagles. So Bird, the only scorer for the Buffaloes in this quarter.
Hell, Bird is on fire right now.
Substitution, it's Mooneyham in for Scoggins, another impact player over the past few games. Lofts one over the top, going inside, has the lane, but he gets called for the travel.
Oh, wow.
So Eagles have a chance to extend their lead. Could be a pivotal drive.
That is a costly turnover right there.
Lewis eyeing down the opponent's, hands it over to Sullivan. Now it's inside. Lowry finds Tyson in the corner. Now it's bounced inside. Mooneyham has plenty of space, but it can't get it to go. 6 minutes left. Buffalo's trying to find space, has it down low, spins through the contact, gets underneath. Lowry! Oh, but it's called for the foul. Not what you want. Buffaloes have a chance.
Lowry really wanted that one.
So Swallows, the star of the first half, did not score in the 3rd quarter. Now has a chance to get back on the scoreboard, and he will.
Cuts it to a 2-point game. Looking to make it 1 here. Really put the pressure on the Eagles.
Buffaloes have been fighting to try and take the lead back for so long now. Will stay a 2-point game after the miss from Swallows. Eagles move quickly. Hand off to Lewis, trying to drive inside, find through contact. 3 defenders in the area, can't get rid of it, but gets the ball poked free, so he gets another chance. He'll shoot from 3, bounces off. It's taken by Beatty. Lowry steps into the area. Now space for Beatty. Beatty going inside.
Oh, the Euro step! The Euro step to tie the game?
And for the first time in a while, ladies and gentlemen, it is a tie game. Who will take it? Lewis over to Sullivan. Sullivan has a lane. He'll go in. He'll put it off the glass.
That's Clutch County, baby. Get ready to hear that a lot more.
Sullivan, the young man, has 8 points in the game. Been a threat all game for the Eagles.
I would say kind of a breakout game for Sullivan here, really making his presence known on the offensive end tonight.
Scoggins, the very special junior for the Eagles, who has flashed his talent throughout the entire season, especially in the early parts of this year, back into the game. Buffalo shoot the three, not good. Lewis finds Scoggins, other side of the court. Scoggins going up. Scoggins puts it in. Immediate impact off the bench.
The beautiful lay. He does not miss layups inside. My goodness.
Buffaloes need an answer. As soon as they tied it up, the Eagles quickly send them back down to second place. Going inside. Thought Lowry had the clean defense there, but gets called for the foul. I think he might have shoved him a little bit. So that's already 4 fouls committed by the Eagles. That could be costly. Actually, no, that's the 5th foul, so they're already bonus territory. So this might finally give the Buffaloes a chance to get the lead they so desire. They get a few extra shots from the line, but they have to make them. Swallows so far 1 for 3 in the quarter from the line.
And you could see in his body language he was really upset about that miss there.
The second shot also falls off. 1 for 4 for the quarter for Swallows. Not ideal for the Buffaloes. Lewis over to Tyson. Scoggins trying to push his man down.
Oh my goodness.
Foul is called. So that's the second by the Buffaloes, and Scoggins will head to the line. Scoggins' first one will go in. He already has 5 in the quarter in an impact on offense. The second one will fall through. 6 points for Scoggins, 6-point lead. Just under half the quarter left. It's now crunch time for the Buffaloes. Shot up from the mid-range, rises up, and it rolls into the basket. Beatty finds the bucket. Lewis eyeing down the competition. Hands it off to Scoggins. Now back to Lewis. Eagles taking things slow. Looking to manage this game. And looks as if that'll be called a foul on Clarkrange. 3rd committed by the Buffaloes now. So throw in from Lewis. Scoggins gets rid of it, nearly tipped. Sullivan up from 3. Can't get it to go. Ball falls behind him. Tries to keep it in bounds. Don't know why he tried so hard on that one. I think that would have been Buffalo's ball either way, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, Clarkrange keeps it.
Good hustle, I guess. Just maybe not where you need it.
Beatty trying to find some space over Scoggins. Dribbling back and forth. Hands one off to Bird, the star since the second quarter started.
We all know L. Bird is a very clutch player.
Oh, that pass miscommunication gives the Eagles the ball. 2:45 on the clock with a chance to expand their 4-point lead.
And that is just a very costly mistake there. That is going to hurt. We're going to be going over that one in film sessions after this.
Ramsey checks out of the game. Eagles keep the same lineup. Here we go. Just under 3 minutes. Eagles look to close out another close game. Can the Clutch County reputation continue? Lewis getting stuck near the logo. Now it's in the corner. Eagles continue to slow things down. Can't afford to make mistakes now. They've had this lead for so long. Lowry gets rejected. It'll stay Eagles ball. Eagles having to play a little bit conservatively because they've had this lead for so long now. It feels like it's been almost a quarter and a half of a lead. You can't afford to give it up at the very end. Pass inside to Lowry. Oh, but he misses the chance.
Great pass, though. You can't even be mad at that play.
Gets rid of it. Doesn't shoot the three. Goes inside. Now here's a chance for a three. He'll go up for it. It's in.
Fake. Oh, my goodness.
One-point game. Beatty with 7 in the quarter. Under 2 minutes. 1-point game. 3 defenders past the arc for Clarkrange. Scoggins going in. And is that foul called? I believe so. 4th foul committed by the Buffaloes. Almost bonus territory for the Eagles now. Every single play matters so much. No room for error for either side. Lewis finds Scoggins. Now it's over to Sullivan. Lewis scanning the court. Now back over to Sullivan. Scoggin has to go and collect that one. Now tries to get underneath his man. Doesn't have the room he needs. Now he's getting double teamed. Sullivan tries to spin out of it. Now finds Lowry. Now it's Tyson in the corner. Tyson is clutch.
Before this game, I told Tyson, make a highlight. He might have just made it right there.
Tyson has 9 points, but here comes Clarkrange. The Buffaloes put it in. Beatty has 10. That's 9 in the quarter for Beatty. It's a 2-point game, just over a minute. Buffaloes coming up big again. They've just been relentless throughout the entire game. Do not want to give the Eagles their 3rd straight win.
Moments like this are what separate a good team from the great. They have to really stay in this one here, the Eagles. And if you're Clarkrange, you're doing everything it takes to win this game.
Can the Eagles come up big again? Just over 1 minute left. 3rd game of an arduous home stretch. White County, a very tough game that they lost closely in the waiting on Friday. You want to go into that game, the last game before Christmas break and the Christmas tournaments, with all momentum possible. Time to close out another performance for Clutch County. Here we go, 1 minute of action. Clarkrange all over the court, pressing closely. Lewis doesn't have much room. Now it's a race to get across half court. They succeed in that. Now it's a 2-on-1 race, but they get some help. Sullivan will back off. Looks like the Eagles will play getaway. Trying to sneak away with this victory. Eagles can't afford to make a mistake. And there's the foul. 5th foul committed. Eagles heading to the line. And now it's a game of the free throws. And when it comes to free throws, our Eagles are one of the best. Sullivan, the freshman, with so much on his shoulders right now. Shot is up. That one will go in. Make it a 3-point game.
This is a crucial one here. 2-possession game or 1-possession game.
Can decide the fate of this game. Sullivan doesn't get it. Ball tipped free. But now Clarkrange has a chance. And blocking foul is called. And that is not good for the Eagles, as Durham, his first points of the game come up when it matters most, and a chance to tie.
This might be the free throw of his life right here. Oh, it's good, and it's a tie game.
Timeout is called. It's a tie game. First time in a few minutes of game time. And just the pandemonium occurring. The Eagles have led the game, I would say, for about 25 minutes, 27 minutes of game time, actually, probably. Only 32 minutes of high school basketball action. Eagles have led the majority of that, but near the end, Clarkrange looks to steal away this victory. Might I mention that was only all of that occurred in about 17 seconds of game action.
My goodness, we are witnessing a beautiful game right here. The Eagles, win or lose, the Eagles will produce a banger of a basketball game. They are hit makers. They are stars. This team is beautiful basketball.
Eagles chants roll out from the crowd, stomping, clapping, everything to get their team motivated to yet another victory, stay undefeated at home. Here we go. Eagles need an answer after Clarkrange violently puts the game at a tie. Eagles take things slow. Looks like they may try to take the final shot. So depending on how things go, we might be seeing overtime. Now Clarkrange starting to press up. Don't want to give them the easy shot. Don't want to let them wind this thing down. Scoggins trying to go inside, plants his feet, puts it up. Oh, but he misses the vital shot. Now Clarkrange with a chance. Oh,
they fumbled it. They fumbled it.
And the pass just sails on top. I think he forced that one. It wasn't the worst spot in the world, just a little bit over the top. But there's two Eagles defenders in the area. I think he misplaced that one. Here we go. 10 seconds. 67-67. What will the Eagles do? Lowry has room down low. It falls off. 2 seconds. Heaves one to the skies. We are going to overtime. Third overtime game for the Eagles this season. Whew. Can you believe it? That's the third overtime game in 5 games.
My goodness.
I don't know how much more of this I can handle. I mean, Cardiac County's coming out more than anything at this point.
The heart stoppers, man. My goodness. Heartbreak kids out here.
67-67 game. High scoring action for both sides. Players like Tyson and Sullivan and Scoggins coming up big in the fourth quarter. But guys like Beatty, who scored 9 for Clarkrange, keep them in the conversation. And for the first time all game, it feels like a fair fight. Eagles have had the lead for most of the game, but overtime starts anew.
And you got to give credit to Durham for the insane and one to tie the game 67-67 very late in that quarter.
Had a very underrated performance all game and then came up big with that shot.
Very underrated. That is going on his all-time Clarkrange highlight reel, if that will ever be a thing. Very good play for him.
Here we go. Overtime starts. 4 minutes to decide everything. Don't set your alarms for the morning yet, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Overtime. Can Scoggins win the tip again? It will be won by Clarkrange, but Sullivan will take hold of it. So now Eagles start again. Scoggins searches the court. Lewis starts deep, just eyeing down the defense. Gets some instructions from the coach. 3 Eagles players near the logo, staying very deep, giving themselves plenty of room, but Clarkrange not wanting to give them an inch. Oh! Now,
lost his man.
In the corner, it's Tyson again.
It's
yes!
good!
Tyson, Luke Tyson has 12 points, and all of them are in the second half. He has 4 threes on the game.
Make a highlight, kid. Make a highlight.
Going inside, it's Beatty. The shot is deflected. Eagles take over. They have a 3-point lead once again. Once again, they are in control. 1 minute has passed, 3 minutes to go. Scoggins going in. 2 defenders shut him down. He just has to bounce it off of one of the Clarkrange defenders to give him a fresh start. Heads up play there.
I was literally about to say heads up play. You stole my line. So Eagles search around, find Scoggins. Now it's over to Tyson.
The man who just hit a clutch shot. Now it's back to Lewis, who had such a strong first half. 26 in the first half, 29 total. Has not scored in a hot minute, but all the other Eagles have taken over, and he has been supporting them in every way. Ball is nearly poked free, but Scoggins gets hold of it. Scoggins just goes in. What a pass around the corner, but it's not there. Lowry misses it.
And you mentioned Lewis not scoring much after. I think the Clarkrange adjustments made it to where it's kind of hard for Lewis to get a good shot up again.
But his teammates have answered the call big time. Going inside, gets the pass back out, but it's not the direction where he needs to get the 3 for Beatty. Now Beatty passes it over. Oh!
Look at Tyson
rejected.
with the
Tyson
defense.
keeps it inside. Tyson going in. Oh, but he gets sent out. But regardless of what happened, Tyson, what a play!
Forcing a turnover. He is coming up clutch.
And it was a foul. I misread the situation. That was a foul. And since fourth quarter fouls are kept, Tyson heads to the line to expand the lead. Tyson, ice in his veins. Second shot, make it 5. Can he do it? Yes, he can. 5-point game. Over half of overtime has dissipated. Eagles are electric right now. Clarkrange has to find an answer. They have not scored since the start of this overtime. They'll take things slow. They got to find some points. Can't keep things slow forever, or Eagles can wind out the time. Here's trying an answer. Beatty, not there. Put back, also not there. Eagles have the rebound. Eagles have control. Sullivan crossing the court, makes a man miss. And now Eagles look to control the ball. They might just try to wind some time. With no shot clock in high school, they could just do that unless a foul is called. England trying to make the foul called by the refs, but not there. Eagles taking things slow, just not wanting to make a man miss. 5-on-4. Is that a foul called? Yes, it is. So that means Scoggins is heading to the line.
And we know Scoggins can hit his free throws very efficiently.
So Scoggins with a chance to make it a 3-possession game, under a minute. Puts the first one in.
And he can make it a 3-possession game with one more here.
Timeout is called. Eagles want to talk things over. What an effort from the Eagles. Obviously, there's some big plays on offense, but I think really the highlight of this overtime has been the defense. Through 3 minutes of action, not a single point scored by Clarkrange.
This has been an amazing showing for the defense of the Eagles. They are putting on a masterclass of defense. It is beautiful to see. The three-pointer from Tyson was insane. That is the definition of why we call this team Clutch County. And the free throws, ice in the veins of Tyson. We just saw Scoggins hit one. If he hits another, it's a 3-possession game, and that might be all she wrote.
Let's see what happens. Eagles have a chance to end it. There's that magic number 5 again that I like to reference so much. The 5-point lead for the Eagles. 6. Never mind. I can't count right now. This game's got me all sorts of torn up.
Simmons can't count. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Let's see what happens. Scoggins looks to make it a 7-point game. Can the Eagles go 3-0 on the home stretch and win 5 of their last 6? They are on fire. The stretch looks to continue. He'll miss the second. With 2 threes, this game can be tied up.
You got loud there.
Shot over the top from 3, and it's Bird coming up big again.
Ella Bird always in the clutch.
3-point game. First shot made in overtime for the Buffaloes. And I just want to point out, I know that we are the commentators for the Eagles, but give credit to Bird. 6 threes in the game.
My goodness. We all know El Bird for his threes. And he is proving that tonight. What a shooter El Bird is.
So Clarkrange has a chance to find their footing and take this game away.
Did you say pudding?
Footing.
You're all over the place tonight.
I mean, listen, you call so many high action games in a row, you're going to lose your step.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
Here we go. Eagles look to put that high action to rest and close out another lights out performance. Scoggins gets fouled. He'll head to the line. He went 1 for 2 last time from the line.
This has turned into a game of free throws. The problem is that Scoggins is great at free throws. Yes, he missed one earlier, but he hits most of those.
Scoggins is 4 of 6 from the line right now. Makes it 4 of 7. Misses the first, but he can still make it a 2-possession game. He just needs to make one. Scoggins in the clutch.
Good. Clutch County.
4-point game. Buffaloes must move fast. Eagles all over it, but you can't commit the foul here. Oh, it goes out! And Durham is devastated. He came up so clutch to send this game to overtime earlier.
That is a costly turnover. I've said it multiple times, but that one really hurts.
All they need is to throw this in successfully, and they do, and they might have it. Eagles, all they have to do is make some free throws, and they'll be A-okay, and they finally get fouled.
And that's Lewis. They might have waited too long. Oh, my.
Lewis, regardless of what happens here at the line, it'll still be a 2-possession game, but he can make it just all the more difficult for Clarkrange.
And
he will make the first. He has 6 in overtime.
And that puts him at 30.
Excuse me. No, that was his first in a while. I was looking at Tyson, but regardless, he's still playing hot. Shot from 3, not there.
Oh, that hurts Durham.
And shot from 3 again, won't go. Eagles look to end it.
They get one more shot. They'd have to hope for a miracle here.
They'll have to try and make one, hope they can foul, hope they miss 2. I mean, it seems just about it. I hate to call it right now, but let's see what happens. Shot up from 3, time runs off. It's no good. Your Van Buren County Eagles make the trifecta. They've won 3 in a row, 5 of their last 6. They are 4-0 at home. What a game. For all of the Eagle Network, as always, and for Andre Tyler, I'm Cade Simmons. Your Eagles take this one 76-70. Make sure to tune in Friday for Homecoming, the last game before Christmas, where your Eaglets and Eagles look out to end the 2023 calendar strong. Thank you. Good night.